Package. It's phone lot time. Alright, welcome to a video. This is my first phone lot video, but ordered some phones off eBay. So let me get my trusty box opener. Oh wait, I don't think it opens from there. Hold on. But yeah, this had some phones I wanted, so I want to do a phone lot. It absolutely reeks though, it smells of chemicals and garbage. I'm just gonna... Alright. Here's our phone stack. So, in the stack, let me take the band off. We have 6 phones. This looks to be a Galaxy S4. This is actually in really good condition. I don't see any OLED cracks, so that's good. This is some Asus Zenfone thing. I don't really care for this. It just kind of came included. Then we have an HTC One M8, I think. Then Pixel 1. This is what I wanted the lot for. I wanted a Pixel 1 really bad. Then Pixel 2. This one probably... Oh, yep. Yeah, I see it. I don't know if the camera picks it up. I'll put a light over it, but right there, the OLED is shattered. Oh, yeah, it's all through the screen. Hold on. Yeah, right... This camera's not focusing, but it's through there and then down there. So this Pixel 2 is toast. And then, I don't know what Moto this is. Let me go get a light so I can actually show the OLED crack. OLED crack detector 9000. In other words, hat flashlight with 18650 soldered to it. Well, I don't even think this phone has an OLED. But yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, now it shows up. That crack right there. Sure, let me see if I can get a better angle for y'all. My Pixel 6's ultra-wide camera is terrible. Yeah. Fat crack up there. And then it's cracked all down there. So this OLED is toast. It's never working again. So this will just go in the bin. I'm probably not going to fix this because it's an OLED. It'll cost hella money. I don't really care about that phone. Now for the S4. The S4 is clean. Now for the Pixel, I really hope this one doesn't have a dead OLED. I bought the lot just for the Pixel 1. And thankfully, I don't see anything. So that's good. And then the 1M8, I also oh shit. I kind of want a 1M8, but at the same time, I don't really care. But let's just start plugging them in. I have the amp meter right there so y'all can see. Let me just put that in focus. Oh, no, it's going to screw up the exposure. Never mind. Okay, well, I have a USB-C cable. Hold on, got tangled with my micro USB, as always, because that's just how my look is. Yeah, I expected the Pixel 2 to have a bad OLED, because they're AMOLEDs, and they crack if you look at them the wrong way. So that's what I expected. I didn't really want the Pixel 2. I wanted the 1. Oh, my USB's not plugging in. There we go. Okay. So first, let's test the Pixel 1. Are we drawing power? Oh my gosh, that voice crack. But we are drawing power. That's normal power for a phone. I don't see anything on the screen as of yet. Maybe the OLED is cracked and I just don't see it. But I don't see anything. No lights, no nothing. Where's the OLED crack? Detector 9000. Let me just get a closer look at this phone. Maybe it's just dead. Yeah, I don't see any cracks. Okay, but yeah, maybe the Pixel 1 just needs time to charge. I will go... Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. It did get a little warm. Let me see if I can put it in fast boot. Does not want to go. You know, maybe it's just really dead. These phones are from 2016, so. Okay, that's a pretty color. But yeah, this thing probably hasn't been charged for a while. Next, let me find another USB-C phone I can test. Okay, this is the Pixel 2. Obviously, this one's going to have a bad OLED. Does draw normal power. But yeah, as expected, no display because of the OLED crack. No, I'll probably put that on the charger, see if it vibrates. Because if it does, I might fix it, honestly. And I do not have any more USB-C phones, so it is time for micro. I am going to go plug in the Pixel 1 and let it charge. I have returned. But yeah, I know the Pixel 1's made by HTC, so HTCs are kind of picky about being dead. Now the Zenfone thing. It's drawing power. Okay, so this one shows life. I'll just put it in the good pile for now. Next, the S4. I kind of hope this one works. It's a Verizon, so I don't know if I can ROM it. It's drawing power. Oh. Yes! OLED works. Okay, that's good. I have a screen I can use for another S4 if I ever need it. Now, it's just sliding. I don't have any space to work. But now the Motorola. Okay, it's drawing power. That is an LCD, so yeah, my suspicion was correct. Then the 1M8. Oh, it has a decently charged battery? What? Oh, hold on. Okay, then. Do any of these else have working batteries? Where's the power button on this? Why is it in the top center? What the hell? Okay, but whatever. Let me check for the 1M8. 1M8 is drawing absolutely zero power whatsoever. The 1M8s were never reliable, so... I mean, I'll just keep this because it looks like a really cool phone. I love the design of the 1M8. Did it just turn off? Uh-oh. Is someone FRP locked? Yup, it's locked. Damn it. Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's not locked. Okay, so I just got a factory reset ready to go phone? What? That's insane. That is rare. What's the camera like? Okay, camera works. Oh, that's fingerprint, not a home button. But that was the last thing I expected from a lot like this. Just a working lot. This looks like Android 7. Yeah. So this is an older Moto. I might ROM this, honestly. Because I think this one has like a Snapdragon 630 something. I don't know. I know it's not trash. Well, that's... Okay, well, I guess that's just a fully working good phone. That's the last thing I expected. Let me charge up the Zenfone, and I will cut to when it is ready to turn on. Okay, well, the Zenfone was taking its sweet time and not doing anything, and since I'm recording on my main phone, I don't have a phone I can actually watch stuff on. So, I guess I will just ramble for a little bit while the S4 likes to turn on. But I really like to do these kinds of videos because I like to watch S'mores. I mean, if I'm on your recommended, you already know who he is. And his videos, like, I love watching his videos. They're really fun to watch. And I want to make my videos let other people have fun too. Because, yeah, it's just a good thing to do. I know this is probably not going to get a lot of views, but it's the thought that counts. The S4 is... Oh my, this thing's taking forever. I don't want to hit it too hard because... Again, quote from S'mores here. OLEDs are like potato chips. This thing's taking forever. I might just power it from a benchtop power supply. It still has the factory peel on the sides. See, let me go into 1x so it can focus. Honestly, I'm going to do 1x for now because I'm just looking at an S4. I'm going to actually mess with this Moto for a little bit. Get it connected to Wi-Fi and do some device info hardware on it. So, yeah. Let me cut to when I have it working. Okay. Bro, these voice chats. It's actually not that, like, it's snappy-ish, but it's kinda laggy. So let's see what we have. Okay, so we have a Snapdragon 427. Okay, that is way worse than I thought. Ooh, that's... thought it was like a 600 series. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, this phone's kind of just e-waste. Do we at least have 4 gigs of RAM? 4 gigs of RAM would make it slightly usable. 720p, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage. Yeah, this phone's garbage. 13 megapixel back. It's not telling me the front. 5 megapixel front. There's no way this thing has that much of a battery in it. But yeah, so this phone's just e-waste. There's nothing I can really do to this. Not even a custom ROM could save something this bad. It's better than those Snapdragon 210 e-waste phones, but it's not any better. I could make a video reviewing this. Let me give a close-up of the condition. Focus! Holy Pixel, try not to be insufferable challenge. There we go. The back is in very good, clean condition. The screen has this weird... oh my gosh, this camera! The screen has this weird, like, scratch patch, like, right here. Takes micro USB, so honestly, there's probably not much this phone could do in 2025. Maybe a basic calling device, but yeah, this thing's pretty much garbage. Still looks really cool, and then I think that's metal. So yeah, I mean, one working phone's good. I want to get at least 50% working. I know the Pixel 2 is off the chart. I know it's busted. Let me turn my soldering iron on so I can get more light. There we go. Yeah, I know Pixel 2 is off the charts. Let me go check on the Pixel 1. Okay, sad news. I looked into it more. The Pixel 1 doesn't vibrate or anything, but when I plug it in, the computer makes the connect noise, and it is getting a little warm. So I think the Pixel 1 has a stuffed OLED. Screens are only like 20 bucks for it. I'll just buy a cheap LCD off AliExpress. Let me fix my camera real quick. But, look, as long as 3 devices work, I'm happy. Because this S4 is nearly in mint condition. Just a bit of a broken up back. So I guess let's just turn it on. Yeah, this is my second S4. Like, if the S4 and the Zenfone works, then yeah, I'll be kind of... yeah, it kind of sucks, but... had to let y'all hear the noise. Oh, it's a Verizon. Yeah, it sucks, but as long as 3 phones work and I get a 50% work ratio, I don't care. No way it just died. Oh my gosh, yo. This phone's gonna take forever to turn on. Man, why can't you just be like the Moto and have charge already? Well, I'm gonna go watch some YouTube. I'm gonna cut when the S4 wants to turn on. You know what? I will give it one more turn on. See if it can do it. Come on, S4. You can do this, S4. But yeah, I think the Pixel 1 has a dead OLED, which does suck. Kind of pisses me off. Really wish it would work. But if I fix the Pixel 1, I might as well fix the Pixel 2 while I'm at it. So I'll fix the Pixel 2 as well. Can you not die this time, please? I want to see if you're locked. Don't die. Don't do it. Oh my gosh, it died again. But I guess while we wait for that to charge, we can just explore the Moto for a little bit. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Just kind of generic Android 7. Should really like this recording setup. Yeah, Android 7. Let me turn on developer options and see if I can at least unlock the bootloader. There's developer. Yes, okay. Well, I can unlock the bootloader if I want to. So I guess that's not that bad. So this phone, let me see what it is. Settings. Yeah, it's not that snappy. So this is a Moto E4 Plus. So, I mean, that's not terrible. I have some better phones than that, though. Honestly, it's just an older budget phone. This would have given you a pretty good run for your money back in the day. It's actually, yeah, it's in really good condition. You can see the pixel right there. You can see me, too. Yeah, not a terrible phone. So we have one working, one I assume working, and one I assume working. This one's dead, like doesn't draw any power or nothing. Now that I look at it, I see some moisture and dust in the top camera. So this phone might be water damaged. Oh, wait, no, someone's been in here. Someone's been in here. Either it was a bad drop or someone's been in here. Because that's popped out. I think it was just from a drop. So yeah, either a drop killed this phone or bad repair. It's not in good condition. I wish I had a better one-mate presentation, but this one's just completely dead. This one just has a stuffed OLED, and the Pixel 1 has a stuffed OLED. So the two phones I bought the lot for are the ones that don't work. But at least I got that cheap Moto. Got the Zenfone. So I'm going to actually plug all of these up at the same time. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. I only have one cable. Look, I'm just going to go watch some YouTube. I'm going to come back when the S4 has some charge. And the Pixel hopefully doesn't have a dead OLED and could just be really dead. Attention. Kitty inbound. Kitty inbound. Hi, little Mochi. Don't worry about the mess, but... Mochi. Little girl, look at me. She's so cute. She'll probably come back. Does the S4 have decent charge now? Okay, it does. But yeah, so I did some looking on the internet, and apparently, just how all old phones are, the Pixel 1 could just be like really, really dead, and it needs to sit for like an hour. Mochi, hey, stop eating plastic. You are a stupid little cat. I love you so much. Come here. Here, let me pick you up. Oh, you're heavy, kitty. Here. You should go eat some food. Bye-bye, little Mimi Mo. Is the S4 on now? Okay, it is. Or not? Okay, just fucking lied to me. At this point, even the Zenfone wouldn't charge on. Well, look, the S4 said it was unlocked, had a background on it. I'm just gonna assume it works and call it a day. I will give it one more power on. If it does not stay on, I'm just saying it's a working phone, calling it a day, and we're gonna try out the Zenfone. But like, hold on. Let me take the back off of this Zenfone. It's one of the removable backs. It's super weird. It has a removable back, but no battery. Look how ugly this looks. Okay, S4, can you do something now? Don't die immediately. I'm going to unlock it as soon as it turns on. Turn on. Oh. I'm going to have to blur that. Oh, it has someone's faces on it. Let me just cut to me changing the wallpaper. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I needed to change the wallpaper. So the phone turned on. It's slowly dying, so I don't have long, but it works completely. It's unlocked. Has a lot of apps on it. Let me see what gigs. I might dump some of these apps in case they're rare, but what gig is this? 16 or 32? It's this. Oh my gosh. Poor S4. I'll reset it when it charges, but yeah, so I just have another working S4. Oh, it did not like me pressing the home button. Well, it's time for the e-waste Zenfone. Let me give the one I made one more plug-in, because when phones draw no power, I get suspicious of it. Does the port just need some... Oh, wait. It's drawing power now. Hold on. Let me put it in 0.7. It's drawing a little bit of power. But no boot sign or... Oh, wait. We got a light. We got blinky light. Blinky light. Where's the power button on this? It's on the top. Well, screw the Zenfone. I'll let the one M8 charge. If 4 out of 6 phones work, I'm considering that a win, honestly. Like, if 4 out of 6 phones work, I'm considering that a good win. Just doing some... Okay, I know the Pixel 2 OLED is stuffed. And I know the Pixel 1's probably dead. But if 4 out of 6 phones work, I'm happy. So, I will be back when this charges, and I'm probably going to go watch some YouTube and hope my Pixel 1 works. Guys, the one M8's not happy. Yeah, the one M8 does not work. Holy, it is tweaking. Let me get my camera better. Yeah, the one M8's just throwing a fit. It's not working. Well, it looks to be the display's dead because it did vibrate and do stuff. Let me see if it turns on. Honestly, looks like the display ribbon. That might be the display cable. I'm not even going to lie. Either the GPU's cooked, the display's cooked, or the cable's just a little loose. Because, I mean, bad drop right there could have loosened it. But I've never seen a phone with a screen this bad. I mean... Oh, it died. I mean, I've seen phones with cracked OLEDs, destroyed, demolished LCDs, but never something like this. Is it on? Look, I'm not going to mess with this right now because it sometimes draws power, sometimes doesn't. So, honestly, it's showing signs of water damage. So, I think the HTC is cooked. So this is the dead pile. So HTC is not working. So what about the Zenfone? Well, we do have 3 phones working though, because you work, right? You work, and you work. So far it's a win, even though all the least valuable phones were the ones that decided to work. So did not get very lucky. But once again, I will come back when this guy's charged. I would like to do a repair video on the other 3, though. I want the HTC to maybe work. The HTC is kind of something I would want, but, I don't know. I definitely do want that Pixel 1 to work, though. I want a Pixel 1 really bad. So is the Zenfone going to turn on, or is this just showing the battery's dead and it's not going to turn on? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this phone has 1 gig of RAM, 8 gigs of storage, and a Snapdragon 617, so it's garbage. Okay, well, I'll just let it charge. The Asus phone is turning on. Just needed to charge for a long time. Took like 20 minutes. Oh, another reset phone. That is the ugliest setup screen I've ever seen on a phone. Ew. Just notice the difference in quality from the garbage 0.7 camera and then the good quality 0.1. I mean, the 1 camera. So, what is this, bro? This setup looks terrible. Can I just... Okay, I can just get that. Let me... You don't have... I don't care that I don't have a network connection. Skip. No screen lock. Yeah, this setup's really ugly. I knew Asus made phones, but I've never had an Asus before. This phone, like, this setup is disgusting. Okay, let me have my phone, please. That's Android 4. No, it's not. That's... What is this? This looks like some Chinese phone. What is that? Sounds like Angry Bees. Honestly, I have a suspicion that that might be Android 4. I don't know. This has to be Android. Oh no, Android 5. Android 5. Okay. Let me play the rigged Flappy Bird game that's super difficult to play. This Flappy Bird's so difficult to play because the jump arcs so high. Like, I can't get more than, like, 2. I gotta stop before I break it. Well, I mean, just another generic, cheap, garbage phone. What's the camera quality like? No. Skip. No. There's no OIS whatsoever, but it's actually a half-decent camera. Well, now I have 3 working phones, so technically the lot was successful, even though I got a busted 1M8, a busted Pixel 2, and a probably broken Pixel 1. Well, I'm going to bring all the phones back here, and I'm going to hope they charge. I will plug in the Pixel 2. I know it's not going to give a display, but I'll plug it in just so I can make sure it works. Guys, I hope the displays for it aren't expensive. You know what? Let me connect this to Wi-Fi and install device info hardware. I'll be right back. I was having trouble with the certificates and the Wi-Fi, so I couldn't download. So I just have my SD card in here. And this should have device info. I hate how it rocks like that. Okay, install device info. No, play protect. I don't want my Android 5 e-waste phone to get antivirus. That'll just make it already laggier. So, I know how it feels in terms of performance. I'm guessing maybe Snapdragon 210 or a very early 400 series. I can just tell. Yeah, Snapdragon 210 or early 400 series. Intel Atom? What? Huh? Since when did phones have Intel Atoms? This is an x86 CPU. I can install Windows on this. What? Intel Atom? Did not know. I know some cheap old tablets came with Atoms, but not phones. I definitely got to look into this phone more and do some gaming on it. I want to see how this thing performs. I'll probably just do Antutu. 720p, 1 gig plus 8 gig. 8 megapixel rear, 2 megapixel front, 2500 milliamp hour battery. Like, what? A phone with an Intel Atom? That is the last thing I expected to see. Did not know phones came with Intel Atoms. Listen to the horrible low battery sound. Like, what is that? Well, we know the e-waste Zenfone works. But it, like, what? I mean, judging by how laggy this phone is, I don't think, I mean, it's kind of snappy, but I mean, Intel Atom, like, what? Oh, wait, hold on. The back isn't clipped on. And the volume buttons are on the back like an old LG. That is a very loud speaker. Well, we have 3 working phones now, so technically the phone lot was a W. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a part 2 to this phone lot. I'm going to put the other 3 phones in another video because this video is starting to get kind of long. So, that was it for this phone lot. Well, part 1 as of now. We got the Zenfone working. The S4 is dead, but works. And the working Motorola. So we have 3 fully functioning phones. That's honestly not that bad. I mean, I paid, what, $55 for it? Well, it was $30, but 15 shipping, we know. Was it $30? No. I think it was $45, I think. Wait. Oh, well, I don't really care. I know I paid some decent money for this, but what I would price these phones at is this phone would probably be like $10. I'd probably give this one 20. Probably give that one 15. So honestly, yeah, I think I made my money back in terms of sellability and collectability. If the Pixel 1 works, it'll pay off the entire lot. So, yeah, I hope that Pixel 1 works because that would pay off the entire lot. Now, in part 2, I'm going to take apart the 1M8, reseat the display connector, and maybe by then, the part 2, I'll already have parts to fix the Pixel 2. Because, I mean, I actually do kind of want a Pixel 2. I like the design. I like how it's part, like, cheap plastic than glass. So, yeah, that was it for this video with my 3 working phones. But I will go. I have to edit this in CapCut because I'm poor. But thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.